Hey guys, it's Cupcake. I don't have a whole lot of new stuff to show you today, but I have a couple of things. I went to GNC and this was on sale for $1.45, so I figured I'd try it. I didn't love it, but watered down it's not too bad. And those are the stats. Also got this at GNC. I had a $10 off a $40 coupon, so I definitely took advantage of it. I haven't tried this yet. I'm going to try it, and I'm sure you'll hear whether I liked it or not in an upcoming video. Also got a couple of these. My husband really likes marshmallow treats, so figured that we would try them. So per serving, which I don't know that I'd be able to eat a whole one, but carbs 48 for the whole thing and 15 grams protein. So definitely more protein than a regular marshmallow treat that only has like 1 gram of protein maybe. So let you know if these are any good. I don't know if you wanted to see the stuff on these. I like the Oh Yeah One bars a lot. Some of the flavors. I like basically all the chocolate flavors and the cookies and cream flavor. I also got these, or this, at GNC. It was on sale, $2.85, pretty good. We tried the sriracha flavor and the maple flavor, and the sriracha was really good. My husband cut it up and put it into an omelet. It was delicious. The maple flavor is just candied, and you just definitely have to, I think, be in the mood for it because it tastes like bacon with sugar on it. So anyway, this is the applewood flavor, and those are the stats. Anyway, I got this yesterday. Yes, I'm drinking hot chocolate again. I'll talk about that in my update video. But this was on sale for like $4. It was like a closeout at Smith's, which is Kroger. These are the stats. I got these at Target. I got these for my husband. They're little mini ones. There was a coupon on Cartwheel for these. They were 20% off. So I got 2 bags of these for my husband because he really likes jerky. Helps him get through the day. And he really likes this flavor. So these are the stats. And I got these at Target because I'm trying to find maybe a little bit healthier options, like when I want something sweet, which is basically every night. So I got these dark chocolate covered almonds. And these are the stats. 10 pieces, 21 carbs, 3 grams protein. It's not great, but it's better than some of the other things that I was looking at. So anyway, that's all I have to show you right now. Talk to you guys in a bit. Hey guys, it's Cupcake. I can't even tell you how many times I've tried to film a video this morning and it just hasn't been working out right for me. So I'm going to try again. I am a little over 5 months post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. My surgery was January 26, 2017 in Salt Lake City, Utah, where I live. I am 32, I'm 5'4.5", and this morning I weighed 171.8 pounds. Oh, it's about 63 pounds, not exactly, but 63 pounds from my surgery weight, which was 234. My highest weight was almost 300 pounds when I went on my 3-month supervised diet for my insurance. I was like 250s, maybe a low 260s, and yeah. Anyway, so those are my stats right now. Weight loss has definitely been slowing down for me a lot. I am eating more than I was in the past. I do feel better for eating more. I'm not dizzy nearly as often as I was. But yeah, obviously the weight isn't coming off as fast as I'd like to. I know that it has to do with some of the things that I'm eating. I'm trying to curb some things. I talked about not drinking hot chocolate anymore. Sorry, I got a notification. Because my new bariatric surgeon compared it to crack cocaine, chocolate in general. And that was obviously very excessive and quite the exaggeration, I feel. I know it can be addictive. I know it can be a gateway, to eating other things. But for me, I feel like I can eat it in moderation. Not that I always do, but I feel like I can. And so I'm not giving up chocolate. As far as hot chocolate goes, I did try and substitute like almond milk. And it has way too many calories. Even the ones that I found that have a lot of protein in them, it has way too many calories. So it doesn't justify giving up the hot chocolate, especially the fat-free hot chocolate I was drinking that only has like 5 carbs, and I don't know how many calories it has, but it's fairly low calorie. For something that has a lot more calories and more carbs that I was drinking in higher amounts. So it didn't make sense. So I went back to the fat-free hot chocolate. I don't need to drink it every day, but I am going to drink it when I want to drink it, and I'm not going to feel bad about that. I am trying to curb my little habit of eating dessert every night. I was eating sometimes 2 peanut butter cups at night, and the last couple nights I've had 1 peanut butter cup. So it is progress in the right direction. I don't know that I'm just going to completely give it up, but I obviously don't need to have dessert every night. Does that mean I'm going to stop having dessert every night? I don't know. But I am trying to monitor things and cut back where I can, but also not deprive myself. And I think finding a sweet spot in those things is the right way to go about it. And I think that it's not always going to be easy, and I think that there are going to be days where you don't do well, I don't do well, and there are going to be other days that you do, pretty well or really well. I don't consider myself to eat healthy. I eat fast food. I eat chocolate. I eat dessert. You know what I mean? I don't eat enough vegetables. I rarely eat fruit. So I don't think that I eat healthy. I'm not going to claim to eat healthy. I eat healthier than I used to, and I eat in healthier portions than I used to, but I don't eat healthy. The majority of my diet is protein, so I am following that. I do get a lot of fluids in. I bought more tea, so I drank a bunch of tea yesterday, and I did have some hot chocolate, and I did have some protein shake. So I'm not sure that I mentioned this yet, but if you're having a hard time drinking protein shakes and for whatever reason, like you want to drink them, or you're at a stage where you should be drinking them, like by the advisement of your doctor or dietitian, try watering them down if you're having a hard time drinking them. That's something that I've noticed that helps me, because I like protein shakes. I like the protein that they're giving me, but they are kind of rough on my stomach, and they can be very sweet, especially the muscle milk, which is what I've been buying. It's very sweet. So try watering down your protein shakes if you're having a hard time drinking them, or add them to something else. Like some people do coffee. I add mine to hot chocolate. I add mine to tea. Stuff like that. So just find what works for you. I've been talking a lot about mental health stuff lately, and I know it's probably not everybody's thing, I know that it might be helpful for some because of other videos that I've watched, comments that I've gotten. It's just something that I'm constantly needing to work on. So it's something that I talk a lot about. Today I just want to mention something that has helped me, because I will get on like a thought train to a negative place. Like this thought leads to this thought leads to this thought. And after a while, like after having enough negative thoughts, you're gonna develop feelings about those thoughts, and then those feelings can affect the way that you act. So, negative thinking can lead to negative feelings, can lead to negative actions. Is something that's been very evident in my life, but something that my counselor has shared with me that has helped is it's called mind-body bridging, and it's basically anything to help you stay in the moment. I mean, I'm not an expert on this. I'm just saying that this is kind of what I do, and if you're interested in it, you might want to look it up because I'm not an expert. But it's just anything to help me be present instead of so focused on the what ifs, like the future, or things that have happened in the past. Just bringing myself back when I'm starting to have thoughts that are like taking me away from the present or making me feel a certain way. This can be accomplished by just being aware of your five senses. I know this sounds weird. When I first heard it, I was like, this sounds kind of bogus to me. I don't know if this is something that will help me, but it's something that has helped me, that I have been open to and have employed, and it does help me. So if I'm starting to go down a negative path with my thoughts, I'm starting to worry about something. I mean, there's something in here that probably most people can relate to, but especially people with anxiety. I will just focus on my five senses. So if I'm driving and I'm having those thoughts, like I'm touching the steering wheel, I'm taking a deep breath, I'm listening, for certain sounds or just anything, like what can I hear right now? If I'm have something to drink, what does this taste like? Just focusing on your five senses in the moment, it brings you back to the moment. It seems like your body can't, like your mind can't be doing those things and like focusing on right now and thinking about the future. It's kind of like it has to choose. And so when you're focusing on the right now by like physically, like where you're at, what you're feeling, what you're tasting, what you're seeing, what you're smelling, it just helps you bring you back to the present. So it's something that you may want to try if you haven't tried, or look into it some more. But it's definitely helped me mentally when I'm struggling. And I still struggle, and like I said, it's just something that I am going to have to work at every single day. But there are a lot of things to be happy about, a lot of things to be grateful for, and if you focus on those things and the things that make you happy, and telling the people that you love them, and that you appreciate them, and just being grateful, helps. It helps an incredible amount with my mood, and I think that it probably can benefit a lot of people who are struggling with mental health issues. So that's all I'm going to talk about as far as mental health stuff. I will also let you know, like I've mentioned before, but I am losing a lot of hair right now. I'm having a lot of hair loss, and I know it's to be expected from like months 3 to 9, approximately. People tend to lose a lot of hair, and I definitely am. And my hair's already, on the thin side to begin with, so it's been a struggle. I'm only washing my hair every couple of days, and it's just something that, like, I know it's temporary, but it's still hard. Would it deter me from having surgery? No, absolutely not. I am so much better off after having surgery. Before surgery, I was miserable and unhealthy. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm a picture of health now, but in comparison to who I was, which is the only person you should be comparing yourself to, is who you were and like who you want to be, but not to other people. Which I know we all still struggle with that. I definitely do, but that's who you should compare yourself to. And I'm definitely healthier than I've ever been. I was pre-diabetic before surgery. I'm not anymore. I had high blood pressure. I don't anymore. I actually have low blood pressure. I have a lot more energy. I'm a lot more active. So many things have changed for me since surgery, and I am overall a happier person. Now, I still am struggling with mental health stuff, but overall, I am still healthier and happier since having surgery. Yeah. Anyway, there are so many things that, like, I've tried to film this video several times. There are so many other things that I was going to talk about. But yeah, I'm not going to make this video too long. I did want to mention that something that's been on my mind is it kind of makes me uncomfortable when people call me skinny. Like, I know they mean it as a compliment, but it's not really a compliment because it's not true. I'm not saying that to be derogatory towards myself. I'm just saying that I'm not a skinny person. I am working on getting smaller and healthier and fitter, but I'm not skinny. I have still plenty of fat on my body. I have a belly. I have a lot of loose skin. I'm still at least like almost 22 pounds away from goal. Let me explain. Like, my first surgeon told me he wanted to see me at 140 at a year post-op. When I saw my new bariatric surgeon, I was talking to her about it, and she said even a weight of 150 for me would be a healthy BMI of 25 if I could get down to 150, which I say if I could get down. I plan to get there, and maybe I'll even get to 140. She said most people will not get too small, but that 150 would be a healthy place for me as well. So just see. I'm just going to keep working at it, and we'll see where my body decides it wants to be. So yeah, I'm at least 22 pounds away from my goal weight, and still at that point I probably won't be a skinny person, and that's okay. The point of this is not to be a skinny person. The point of this is to be healthier and happier. And those are the things I'm working on. So I love when people say, take the time to say nice things like you're looking really good or you're doing really well, or even if they say, hey, you're looking thinner, anything like that. But when people say, oh, you're skinny, you're so skinny, it's like, I get it, like you're saying in comparison, you know what I mean, to where I was. I am skinny in comparison to where I was. But am I skinny? No. It's along the same lines. Do I eat healthy? No. I eat healthier. I am skinnier than I was, and I eat healthier than I did. But I'm not skinny, and I wouldn't say that I eat healthy. So and again, this is not being derogatory towards myself. I am happy with my progress so far. Obviously, I'm a little disappointed that things have slowed down, but I'm still working on things. This is a process, I'm only 5 months in, a little over 5 months in. So I have time. This doesn't have to be a race. And I just have to keep that in mind. So yeah, anyway, but when somebody says I'm skinny, it makes me uncomfortable. So I am working on things still. I walk for like 10 to 20 minutes on my lunch breaks at work during the week. On the weekends, I'm not as active. You know, I may go grocery shopping, which gets me some walking, and I do laundry, which is carrying a laundry basket up and down the stairs several times. Um, I work out with weights at my desk now because I'm having a hard time with work, and it just helps me expend energy and do something like productive while I'm like on hold with insurance companies and whatnot. So I've been doing that, and my husband says he can see a difference. It's nothing like really significant, but there's a little bit of a change. I'll show you guys, even though it's kind of embarrassing because it's really, you know, not a big deal. But I'll just show you. So this is what my arm looks like right now. A lot of this is loose skin, but not all of it, obviously. But that's my little muscle. So you can see a little bit of definition, and it was just really, really cute and sweet when he pointed that out to me. It made me feel really good. So I'm working on it. I've just been doing like the overhead exercises that I showed in my last video with my 2 weights, just slowly flexing while I'm doing it. And then I hold my arms out. I'm next to a wall, so I can't really hold this up until my arms start to shake, you know, with my 5-pound weights. I'm gonna have to get heavier weights soon, I realize, but yeah, I just do those, and I'll find other, you know, little things that I can do at my desk. I need to go see the exercise physiologist in my new surgeon's office so I can get some ideas on how to keep toning up and whatnot. But yeah, that's what I'm doing exercise wise, so it's nothing crazy, but it's something, and it's making a difference. So yeah, I think I may get back into crafting. I was really big into crafting for a long time. I make like headbands and barrettes with like artificial flowers. I take them apart and then put them back together, making different patterns, adding buttons and jewels and stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, I may have some on there that you can check out, but I think I might get into doing that more because it always makes me feel good, and you know, it never really equaled out as far as like money that I was able to bring in. It never equaled out to the money that I was spending, but it's still nice to get a little bit of a return and also just have somebody like appreciate the product that you're making. So I might get back into that. But yeah, so just been working. Work's been hard. I'm feeling very unchallenged, unmotivated at work. I am helping, like I did help put together a food drive for kids who normally would get like free meals at school that aren't during the summer. I just heard a commercial on the radio talking about that, and it made me want to help. So I pitched the idea to work because we've done a food drive before, and that started yesterday, and so far it hasn't been that successful. But any donations that we get throughout the month will help kids and families, so that's been good. I'm also trying to make it more fun for coworkers and stuff. We dress business casual. We work in a call center, so that doesn't make sense to me, but we have to dress business casual, except Fridays we get to wear jeans. But if you donate over 5 pounds, then you get to wear jeans an extra day during the week. And then there's going to be like an ice cream sundae bar for the team that gets to their portion of the goal first. We have 4 teams. The goal is 500 pounds donated, because that's how much you have to like, I guess, raise in food donations in order for the food bank to come and pick up the donations. But I already spoke to my husband, and he will help me deliver the donations if we don't meet the 500 pounds. And like I said, anything helps. So I've been trying to focus on that. If the whole center meets the 500 pound goal in a month, then everybody gets pizza for lunch, and So I'm trying to make it more fun, trying to take a leadership role at work. You know, I'm feeling, like I said, really unmotivated. I've been doing the same role at my job for over 3 years. I've been at the same job for almost 6 years, and I'm just really wanting a change, and there's not a whole lot that can be done right now. So, and it's one of those things like where they're paying me a very good amount for somebody that doesn't have a college education. And so it's very hard to find somebody that wants to pay similar to do other things. But I think I'd be a lot happier working with people rather than calling insurance companies over the phone or calling patients over the phone. So we'll just see where things go. But yeah. And then weekends, I've just been spending time with my husband, playing Borderlands most of the time, and catching up on TV with him, and just relaxing, getting stuff done around the house, stuff like that. I'm hopefully going to get to see my son later in the month. It's been very difficult to be away from him. However, Salt Lake is having like a huge, just Utah in general, everything is incredibly expensive as far as places to rent. It's incredibly expensive here for no reason. And so we've been looking for other places, but we can't find something that is more affordable. And then of course moving is very expensive. But we don't want our son coming back and going to the same school district because unfortunately he was getting picked on, and also he's just very bright, he's very advanced, and they weren't able to accommodate him, and it's just been a big issue. Nothing was dealt with properly by the school district, so we really don't want him coming back and going to the same school, but we're also in a situation where we haven't been able to find another place to move to, so he wouldn't have to go to the same school district. And so we're just in a really shitty situation with that right now, but it is very hard to be away from him, so I am looking forward to hopefully seeing him later this month. Yeah, I'm just hoping that we're able to figure some things out and just get into a better position. But in the meantime, we just have to focus on doing the best we can, making the best out of the situation, trying to stay as connected as possible with our son, and just trying to enjoy the things in our lives that are positive, you know, amidst all the negative things. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. Anyway, this video has obviously gotten a lot longer than I said that it might, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope you guys are doing well. If you have any things, any ideas for videos like that you'd like to see me talk about, please feel free to leave them. If you'd like me to follow you on Instagram, just leave your Instagram name and I'll find you. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you later.